Fantastic. How you doing? I miss you so much, partner. I miss you.
I'm smiling all the way to the bank. I miss you.
Oh, I am so happy to have you back. How's
So,
everybody doing? How's the family?
so far, so good. Bringing in there.
Good. I am sure the audience is happy to see you back, to see you well, and with that joyful smile and your yellow shirt, your hope shirt, right? Very bright suited, right? And ready to boot it. So,
All put me at ease. I love you for that.
absolutely. So, we are happy to be here again with our telespectateur. Um, yes, 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 yes. Um, so we are here. We come on every Wednesday. This program is to educate our family, our community, our friends. My name is Daniella Noel from the great Sunshine State of Florida. We are licensed financial brokers. We help individuals gain financial freedom, financial wealth. All of our talks are about financial wealth, right? So we are here to educate, to reignite, right? To help you in your financial journey. We talk about things that you may not know, you may have heard, but unable to confirm. So we are here just to provide information, and we are more than willing to give you the evidence of everything that we say to you. Everything we say to you, we can provide to you in writing. So if we ever say something and you need confirmation, all you have to do is DM me, call us, or you can call the station, you can call me, you can DM me on Facebook, and we'll give you the evidence. So, Ricardo, I know your people are missing you. Yeah, you've been gone for a little bit.
Ok. Chaque mercredi, nous trouvons une station sur la télévision. Nous trouvons une information par où qui est écrite. Si toutefois vous avez besoin connaître si c'est vrai, vous regardez des fichiers. Comme tout à chaque mercredi, nous trouvons ça. Et puis chaque mercredi, nous trouvons là avec vous. C'est free of charge. Et si toutefois que vous pensez que ça n'a fait pas garanti, algue pour financial advisor, demandez-les pour problème cardio pour information que n'a pas. So, avec ça, on a souligné que le même cap de télévision, si toutefois que nous apprécions ça, de tout ça, free of charge, si toutefois que nous avons
So, as licensed financial brokers, we share with individuals. We're not here to sell you anything, right? So we share information, help you make informed decision that will better your life, better your family's life. So yes, we are licensed financial brokers. We specified in life insurance. Yes, I know you heard a curse word. Life insurance is taboo. We are not here to discuss with you necessarily what type, but we're gonna tell you there are different type of insurances. So we're not talking about your grandma's insurance that she has to wait to die for someone else to use it for her funeral to live for her family. We are talking about a life insurance product services that you can leverage while you're still living. So I want to ask this question to everyone, whether you are a W-2, you are an employee, employer, you're a business owner. I have this question for you. If you were to get sick today and you are unable to work, how many days will your savings, will your assets take you through? How many days can you safely go without a paycheck? So look at your bank account and how many days can you survive, if you are unable to work. So, we are here to inform you that there is a strategy that you can leverage, right, for medical bills. We call that living benefits. If you should get sick, and an illness can be a diagnosis of stroke, cancer, blindness from diabetes, or a major organ transplant like kidney. I have a client whom I met a couple years ago. I was able to get her a strategy to get her a plan. I am so glad that number one, I met her and she listened. Just to a year later, got diagnosed with kidney failure. Guess what? She couldn't go to work, but she had a strategy. She has a strategy that she can leverage while she's still living. We didn't have to worry about not having to go to work. She was able to leverage 90% of her death benefit. She didn't use all of it, but she had available to her 90% of her death benefit that she can leverage while she is getting chemo, radiation, and I think she was doing dialysis. She was doing dialysis. So she's on the list for a kidney transplant. I'm praying that she gets it, but guess what? Financially, she's not worrying because when you have the right plan with the right company, when you have a critical or a chronic disease, illness, you can leverage living benefits, pay you up to 90% of your death benefit just by having a diagnosis. Ricardo.
Ok, question que Daniela te pose.
Demandez-nous si toutefois que nous gagnons pas bac qui veut nous tel que nous malade, qu'on a un problème qui déférieur, combien de temps pensez que l'argent qu'on gagne à la banque, combien de temps qu'on est la gagner pour capable de vivre. Là, nous parlons de living benefits, nous ne parlons pas de debt benefits. Living benefits, ça c'est si toutefois que vous gagnez, si toutefois que vous malade, ou bien disable, ou capable de lever. Lever dans l'aide, ou capable de suivre, ou capable de moyens pour déplacer. Parce que qu'on y a là, si toutefois pas gagne, imaginez, c'est six figures qu'on suppose gagner. Près de six figures, vous supposez gagner, pas les millions de dollars. Vous supposez gagner si toutefois qu'on parle en naissance. 90 millions de dollars, on a vu naissance. Est-ce qu'on prépare si toutefois que ou gen bagay c'est qui faut soit que ou pas capable occuper pas capable mettre là-dessus ou sinon vinn gen quand on dit ou vinn gen un terminal illness est-ce que par exemple pour capable l'argent pour bien la banque est-ce que la suffisant pour Danny.
Yeah. So you need to ask yourself, what do you have as an income replacement if you are unable to work? So let me tell you again, the right life insurance with the right company will bring you peace of mind. So living benefits cover critical, chronic. Chronic is when you are unable to do two of your six activity of daily living. And those activities are dressing, bathing, eating, transferring, toileting, and continence. So if you are in a position, whether from an injury or an illness, and you out of your job for 90 days or more, and you need help for someone to help you dress, for someone to help you transfer from the bed to your wheelchair or to your walker to whatever, you cannot put your shoes on. Guess what? You can leverage the right plan to help you pay for someone to come into your home. You don't have to go to a nursing home. You don't have to be in a hospital. You can be home and still getting home health coming to your house to help you, cook for you, feed you, dress you, right? And terminal illness is when you have a diagnosis of you have 12 months or less to live. Like I have someone this morning who called me, Mom has cervical cancer, stage 4 cervical cancer. If the doctor said she will not live past 12 months, guess what? He can leverage 100% of his mom's policy. She's not dead yet, but again, there are different type. We are so used to term, right? Term policies that you get 10, 15, 20, 30 years. Again, I'm always going to ask you guys pray for long life. You do pray for long life, right? God, yes, I want to be 121. I want to be like Moses, Abraham. Yet, we're putting the cheapest, we're putting a term insurance on our lives that we cannot leverage when we get sick. So, do you want long life or you want short life? You want a term life, right? Pick which one do you want? So, we cannot be praying for long life, yet we're putting the cheapest insurance with a term 15, 20, 30 years. So you're basically saying, oh, I only have up to 30 years to live from now. Pick which one you want. Long life, so get you a permanent plan that can give you living benefits when life happens. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. The number one reason for bankruptcy in America is medical bills. We have financial toxicity in America because of lack of planning. Plan for the days that when life happens, when the odds are stacked against you, the odds are old age, disability, death. So, what do you have in place that can help replace your income? I know a lot of times we say, oh, we have disability, short term or long term. Guess what? They only pay you 60%, if that. You have to wait, you have to get it approved. And what happens when you run out of this disability? If you are out of work for more than 90 days or 6 months, guess what? You don't have that job. Do you? No. They're not going to keep your job for you for 6 months. But what if you have a plan that is not contingent on a percentage of your salary? It is based on your death benefit amount. Let's say you have $1 million in coverage. If you have a diagnosis of critical or chronic, you can leverage up to 90% of your death benefit. 90% of $1 million is $900,000. $900,000 that you can leverage, pay bills, making sure your mortgage is paid, making sure that your medical bills are paid, because even if you have health insurance, they're not going to pay all of it. So think about this. How long is it going to take you to work and save $900,000? Again, if you should get sick, how many days can you survive if you are unable to go to work? Right back at you, Ricardo.
Ok, si nous voulons tendre, Danny emphasize on critical and terminal. Critical, et là, il y a un dernier stage pour mourir. L'emphasize dans critical, c'est là, par exemple, il y a deux bagages pas qu'à faire. Pas qu'à manger, ou pas qu'à mettre la sous vous, ou pas qu'à changer, ou pas qu'à lever sous cabane, soit obligé de monde qui peut aider. Avec ça, sous des living benefits, ou bien bagage qui peut couvrir. Si toutefois qu'on a un dernier stage que pour vivre, soit pour un cancer qui stage 4 qui est dans stage 4. Là ça ou l'emploi pour aller parce qu'on pas capable peut-être bien on va faire de 6 ou 7 mois si toutefois blessé on capable faire 1 an maximum pour vivre. So Daniella a posé une question, il dit non est-ce que par exemple nous ca couvrir bagay ça aussi toutefois que nous pas gain living benefits. OK, gon l'autre bagay dit encore. Il dit non que si toutefois $1 million 10% of $1 million, c'est ça, c'est pas trop même, c'est $90,000 ou gap gain même pour qu'à survivre. Et tandis que si toutefois que ou fait mathématiques ou bien ou alors c'est comme c'est après et c'est approximately c'est presque ça que li ka coûte par an, si toutefois on est second. OK? Demandez-nous encore, est-ce que nous préparons pour ça? Si nous ne pas préparés pour ça, nous connaissons qui est-ce que nous relève. OK? Relais, Daniela, ou sinon Noël, ou sinon prendre contact avec l'adulte de licence, et bien on va toute l'information pour nous. Dani?
So, if you've never heard of living benefits, I hope this was new and refreshing to you because I need you guys to understand that life insurance is not what we've been sold as or brainwashed. You buy term, invest the rest. Do you know where you're investing? Can you invest the rest? And the rest that you are investing, what will be the benefits? What is going to be your return on investment? I know it is big. You know, if you watch TV at night, you know, yes, we can sell you term, you know, $1 million for $10. Guess what? That's a lie. And what I'm encouraging you guys, all of you guys who may not know that you can get a whole life, you can get a permanent plan, those term policies, yes, they may serve a purpose at one point, but do you know that the percentage of those claims paid out is only 0.2%? 2%. 98% of those policies never pay out because people are outliving them. Again, I know you love Google. You can go ahead and ask. Those term policies that they keep selling us, how often do they pay out? You will find on all survey platform only 2%. They only pay 2% of the time. That's why they are very deceptive. Therefore, we do not consider them as traditional life insurance because they don't pay. You may say, I have at work, I have insurance, I have life insurance at work. Are you going to be on that job forever? Do you know that at 65, even if you're still employed, they normally end? And some plans, you have to be actively on the job because a lot of them are accidental and dismemberment. If you don't die while you are on the job, they don't pay out. So check your policy. I understand your employer give it to you, it's cheap or free to you, but check what you have. If you care about your family, put a plan, put a strategy in place that gives you guarantees. Term does not give you guarantee that it's going to be around till you die. And by the time you reach 65, 70, after that those 30 years, you may not be able to get it. Or it's going to be extremely expensive. They're not going to tell you that, but it's going to be expensive. And if you have illness, you may not qualify for it. So you may have to reduce your death benefit, but get you a whole life, get you a permanent plan that you can count on to be around for the rest of your life and that can give you some living benefits in case you get sick. Because if you look at the stats in America, it is heart-wrenching. 1 out of 3 people in America will get or are being diagnosed with cancer, stroke. 1 out of 4, diabetes. So look around you. Which one is it going to be? Is it going to be you or your neighbor? Those are the stats. They are not out there to scare you, but those are facts of people being diagnosed. And 70% of those who are being diagnosed with cancer are surviving. Thank you to technology, but guess what? 65% of them end up in bankruptcy because of lack of planning. They have nothing to replace their income or to help them with medical bills. Again, you have an alternative. You can select a plan that will ensure you living benefits when you get sick. Ricardo.
Conclude, c'est ça que Daniel a dit, non? Faut qu'on couvre tête, non? Ou bien short term, ou bien long term. Ou bien whole life, ou bien temporel. Ce qui est-ce qu'on choisit pour si toutefois qu'on bon bagage. Moi-même, je prends whole life, long term, with si malade, pour me capable de gagner une caution, une façon pour me cacher, pour me dire, ok, je parle de problème. Pour conclure pour nous encore, Daniela veut faire nous comprendre que l'important pour nous faire ça, pour nous prendre les living benefits. Parce que ça fait ça, sous malade, qui ne vont pas le couvrir tête. Spécialement, comme tu dit nous, semaine passée, sous un caille, ou un cob la banque, combien de cob la banque, combien de cob caille là, soit vendu, combien la couvrir pour. Et si toutefois malade, ou dans long terme, ou long, ça veut dire nursing home, votre l'autre gens, je dis comme ça que après tout, qui j'ai encore un bon, Daniel, comment on dit ça encore?
Long-term care facility, rehab facility.
Rehab. So là, tu as maintenant dans rehab, si tu fais des cas là, chaque jour, chargé, à la fin de l'année, tu vas un bill bas. Si tu fais des cas comme la banque, make sure que Kayla vaut plus qu'un million de dollars, parce que ça fait ça. L'autre, tu vas chercher comme là, tu vas obligé de mettre tout ligne sur Kayla, et il y a plein comme la banque. So, il est préférable que vous ayez living benefits en façon que pour qu'à suivre. C'est ça seulement nous côté pour semaine ça. Je pense que next week, semaine prochaine, Daniel a porté l'autre bagaille pour nous encore. Moi, encore une fois, moi content avec nous aujourd'hui. C'est un plaisir.
Yes, merci, Nutud. So, yes, thank you guys. Yeah, absolutely. So it is important to check what you have. If you already have a policy and you don't know what it covers, we charge you $0.99 to review your policies. And if you need to add living benefits, we can help you add living benefits because it's important. And the last benefits I want to talk about is long-term care. Depends on what state you are right now. There are states that are requiring their residents to have long-term care policies because the states are tired of paying for long-term care facilities for people. So if you don't believe me, look it up. Ask if your state is required for you to have long-term care. Just like when Obama came, they imposed the tax or they taxed you if you didn't have health insurance. So when you do your taxes, if you don't have long-term care coverage in certain states, California, Texas, Washington State, and a few others, you are required to have your own long-term care plan. Again, you can buy a standalone long-term care plan. You don't have to convert your whole insurance. If you have insurance, you can buy a long-term care plan. So again, it's a matter of information, right? Information will change your situation, but not just take the information applied, because the goal is to help you guys live a better life, be able to build that wealth and leave a legacy, right? So if you don't have anything in place, you have to ask yourself, when you die, I'm sorry to tell you, you are going to die unless you are here when the rapture happens, right? I want to be here when the rapture happens. So in any case, when you die, are you going to be a bill or a will to your family? Are you going to cause more pain to your family when you're not here to no longer provide for them? So it is our way of encouraging you. Look at it this way. You come to this earth. What is going to be your legacy? How are you leaving your footprints on this planet? Securing your family's future is one way of leaving a footprint, leaving memories. The elite, the informed, they are planning for 3 generations. The children's children who have not born yet, they are planning for them. What generation are you planning for? Are you planning for your kids or kids' kids? Everything is priority. But how about your legacy? Make your legacy a priority, just like the elites, just like the informed. You may not be able to live multi-million dollars for your kids, but you can live 100,000. You can live 200,000. Listen, let's put a plan in place so that your family doesn't have to do a GoFundMe for you because you can afford it. The best time to get insurance is yesterday when you are healthy. Okay. So if you don't have a plan in place, DM me on Facebook, Instagram. My name is Daniella Noel. I am able to help clients in all 50 states, including Canada and Puerto Rico. So you have no excuse. Again, we don't charge you. We do not charge you for our services. We never charge, whether we are doing a review of your current policy or helping you put something in place. Again, if you are self-employed, how many days can you go if you are unable to work? Look at your savings. Look at your expenses. How many days, how many months can you go? And if you are an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, you know the best way to build wealth is OPM, other people's money. Even if you have some money that can last you 2-3 months, if you get an illness, just a diagnosis of cancer, stroke, heart attack, paralysis from diabetes, or you have a terminal illness, or you're out of work for more than 90 days, you cannot do 2 of your 6 activity of daily living. Leverage somebody's money, other people's money. Let's tap into that because that's what the financial system is built on. OPM. It is time that we tap into financial literacy, financial institution. Yes, life insurance is part of financial literacy because I am sure many of you didn't know that you can leverage your life insurance while you're still living. So I really hope that you are applying the information that you are hearing. Again, reach out to me. Just send me your email. I can send you books. I can send you the carriers catalogs that shows you in writing what living benefits are and the conditions that are covered. And you'll be surprised what's covered under those living benefits. So we may say, oh no, it's only the major illnesses. No, ALS. If you're having a organ transplant, you can get coverage. You don't have to depend on your savings. You don't have to depend on the government. So again, have a plan in place that you can leverage while you're still living. You don't have to wait till you die for your family to have it. You can reduce your stress while you are taking care of yourself through your illness. Again, today was all about living benefits. Living benefits is having an insurance plan that offers you coverage while you're still living when you get sick, whether it is critical, chronic, terminal illness, or long-term care. Again, check your state to see if your state requires long-term care. 16 out of the 50 states are currently requiring their residents to have their own independent long-term care so that if you need to go into a nursing home, the government doesn't have to pay, your state doesn't have to pay for it. So I really hope that I was able to change your life because that is the goal of this show, to change lives, to educate you, to elevate you financially. So reach out to me with any questions you have. Hey, you want to come and debate, whole life term and permanent and IUL? I'm ready for it. Let's go. We want to educate our community to help them in their financial journey. We want you to tap into what's available and what is yours, quite frankly. So come get it. Let's put a plan in place for you so that your family will thank you. If you care for your family, make sure you have a plan in place. They don't have to do GoFundMe for you. Again, this is Daniella. I am a licensed financial broker, able to help in all 50 states. I am looking forward to have a conversation with you again next week. In the meantime, Call me, text me, DM me with your questions and concern, and I'll see you next week. Thank you. Have a good one.